Now, when you're in the car before driving, you run the Kismet server with this command. Just don't forget to change the Wi-Fi interface for your interface. All right, so now I am driving, and the Kismet server is detecting the Wi-Fi networks. Pretty amazing. We can always display the results with a user interface of Kismet from the browser. So open up this address. Of course, we'll need to create a user to log in with. And sure enough, here are the discovered devices. So let's have a look, see if the GPS is working. And yeah, the GPS values are saved by Kismet. Now, at the same time, you'll see the GPS status on your phone. So sometimes the status will be no fix or 2D fix. If you want to get a really good view of mapping, though, it will be better for us to have a 3D fix. Then when you finish your route, you can press the keyboard command Control-C, and that stops the Kismet server. And then a Kismet server will be saved on the current directory. All right, so I've completed Wardriving and collected enough information so that I can show you how to map. So it is now time to visualize the results. So I need to have a KML file, and that will import into Google Earth. Now, in this blog post, the GIS Kismet is used to convert NetXML to the KML file format. However, in the new version of the Kismet tool, the file format generated as the result of scanning is already the Kismet format. So we have a Kismet file now. So that means we can convert this file to a KML file format with KismetDB to KML, which is a great tool. So we'll copy this part, and then we'll give the Kismet file with the in parameter, and we'll give a name for the new KML file with the out parameter. Okay, so of course there are warnings for certain Wi-Fi devices, but don't worry about that. Kismet did not find a good fix from GPS data for these devices. But these don't happen to be all the devices discovered, so there. So let's check the KML file. Okay, so look at this. A whole lot of coordinates have been recorded. So now the last step is to export this file to Google Earth. So to do this, we need to move this file to the host machine where Google Earth is installed. So first I'll just move this file to the desktop with the mv command. Okay, so it's here. So we'll drag it to the host machine. Now let's install Google Earth. You can search for it on Google if you don't have it. Click on the website, agree, and download. Okay, so click on the downloaded disk file. Double click, install. And the install was completed. So let's go ahead and open it. File tab and open. Here it is, import KML file. Wow. So this approaching move to me is really exciting. I mean, here's my route and the discovered devices. So I can now examine all of the results a lot more closely on my visualized map. Pretty cool.